Chapter 19. Flow on, river, ouch. Take me, ouch, away from ouch. Blessed river, ouch. The next 5 minutes weren't just chaotic. That's what chaos is like when chaos wants to let her hair down and go nuts. And believe me, you never want to see a primordial goddess go nuts. Tori dropped from the cracks in the ceiling, crashing into tents, flattening troglodytes, scattering hats and soup bowls and pots of mushrooms. Almost immediately, I lost track of Will, Rachel, and Nico in the pandemonium. I could only hope Screechbling and his lieutenants had whisked them to safety. A bull landed in a heap right in front of me, separating me from Meg and Gerfred. As the beast scrambled to gain its footing, hoofing, I parkoured over it, desperate not to lose my young master. I spotted her now 10 feet away, Gerfred rapidly dragging her towards the river for reasons unknown. The close quarters and obstacles on the platform seemed to hamper the trog's natural running skills, but Gerfred was still moving at a fast clip. If Meg hadn't kept tripping as they wove through the destruction, I would have stood no chance of catching up. I leapt over a second bull. Hey, if the cow could jump over the moon, I didn't see why the sun couldn't jump over 2 cows. Another barreled blindly past me, lowing in panic as it tried to shake off a bull-hide tent off of its horns. To be fair, I would have panicked too if I'd had the skin of one of my own kind wrapped around my head. I'd almost reached Meg when I spotted a crisis unfolding across the platform. The little trog with the propeller beanie, my server during dinner, had gotten separated from the other children. Oblivious to danger, he was now stumbling after his ball of crystal as it rolled across the platform, straight into the path of a charging bull. I reached for my bow, then remembered my quivers were exhausted. With a curse, I snatched up the nearest thing I could find, an obsidian dagger, and spun it towards the bull's head. "Hey!" I shouted. This accomplished 2 things. It stopped the trog in his tracks, and it caused the bull to face me just in time to get a dagger in its nostril. "Mmm!" said the bull. "My ball!" shouted Beanie Boy, as his crystal spear rolled between the bull's legs, heading in my direction. "I'll get it back to you," I said, which seemed like a silly thing to promise given the circumstances. "Run! Get to safety!" With one last forlorn glance at his crystal ball, Beanie Boy leapt off the platform and disappeared down the road. The bull blew the dagger out of its nose. It glared at me, its blue eyes as bright and hot as butane flames in the gloom of the cavern. Then it charged. Like the heroes of old, I stepped back, stumbled on a cooking pot, and fell hard on my butt. Just before the bull could trample me into Apollo-flavored marmalade, glowing mushrooms erupted all over its head. The bull, blinded, screamed and veered off into the bedlam. "Come on!" Meg said. She stood a few feet away, having somehow convinced Fred to double back. "Lester, we gotta go!" she said, as if the idea might not have occurred to me. I snatched up Beanie Boy's crystal ball, struggled to my feet, and followed Fred and Meg to the edge of the river. "Jump in!" ordered Fred. "But it's a perfectly good road." I fumbled to secure the crystal ball to my pack. "And you dump your chamber pots in that water!" "Tori can follow on the road," shouted Fred. "You don't run fast enough." "Can they swim?" I asked. "Yes, but not as quickly as they run. Now jump or die." I liked a good, simple choice. I grabbed Meg's hand, and together we jumped. Ah, subterranean rivers. So cold, so fast, so very full of rocks. You'd think all those jagged, spear-like stones in the water could have been eroded over time by the swiftly current. But no. They clubbed and clawed and stabbed me relentlessly as I sped by. We hurled through the darkness, spinning and somersaulting at the mercy of the river, my head going under and coming back out at random intervals. Somehow, I always picked the wrong moment to try breathing. Despite it all, I kept my grip on Meg's hand.